In the last topic, you got to know your personality type using the DISC model, and hopefully you've also worked with the Enneagram to gain additional insights. You see, as we step back and look at our personality type, we notice that a lot of our behavior are broad sets of habits and patterns. There are patterns that serve us, namely our strengths, and then there are those patterns that don't serve us, especially our well-being, where we keep going into that behavior which takes us down the same pathway to the outcome which doesn't make us feel happy. And sometimes we say to ourselves, why does this keep happening to me? Well, as we start working with our personality type, we notice why we are going down that pathway. It's a habit, and we can then start making changes to it. Now, another thing that happens, I felt it happened for me when I worked with my personality type, is I realized that there's a lot of other people who share the same personality type as me, and that it wasn't only me that kept making the same mistakes. It wasn't like I was the only mess. There are other people out there who are also making a mess of things. And that meant that I wasn't alone. I wasn't lonely. It's not that I wanted everybody else to keep making the same mistakes as me. It's just I wasn't so alone. And that destigmatized the feeling that I was a mistake. And it lifted a big weight off my shoulders, which allowed me to then work with those patterns that didn't serve me from a different perspective. Now, in this topic, we are going to explore character strengths in a bit more detail. Strengths are what help us get through things when the going gets tough, and we'll explore why it is important to understand our character strengths for the sake of our well-being. And then I'll also provide you with a really wonderful exercise where you will identify your specific character strengths, and then you'll be challenged to actually bring them into your daily life. Now, when we consciously work with our strengths, we feel good about ourselves. What we are doing comes naturally to us, and it feels effortless. Enacting our strengths makes us feel that we are employing an essential part of us for the bettering of ourselves, our family, and our work colleagues. Studies show that workers who use 4 of their strengths in the workplace have more positive experiences around their work and call their work their calling. There have been other studies that show if you use one of your top strengths in a new and different way every day, you will experience high levels of happiness and joy in your life, along with a decrease in depressive symptoms. Now, other studies show that when we consciously enact our strengths, not only are we improving our well-being, we also find meaning and purpose in our life because we are employing that essential part of us that makes us unique. Our relationship with others are boosted because we are making a positive impact on those around us at work or home by using our strengths. And because it comes effortlessly and naturally to us, we experience less stress with better health as we achieve our goals by working with our character strengths. So let's get into the exercise to identify your specific character strengths. Whilst you obtained a general idea of your strengths in the last topic, we want to work with some very specific character strengths in this exercise. To do this, we'll be working with the VIA Institute, a non-profit organization who have performed significant scientific research around the benefits of employing character strengths. Now, the websites and details of this exercise are provided in exercise 2 of workbook 8. When you access the website, you will be required to register, and then you will take their free online survey, which takes about 15 minutes. Once completed, you'll receive a list of 24 strengths ranked in order from 1 to 24 based on your survey. Everyone possesses these 24 universal strengths in varying degrees, so each person will have their own unique strengths profile. You are only going to be working with your top 4 strengths. Do not overwhelm yourself by selecting more. The VIA Institute provides you with a detailed breakdown explaining each strength, which you can download. We have also provided you with these links in your workbook in this exercise. Now, after you've identified your top 4 strengths, in exercise 3, you are challenged to work consciously with these strengths by applying them daily in as many creative ways as you can, both at work and at home. So, for example, if one of your character strengths is social intelligence, then start up a conversation with someone whom you normally would not say much more to than typical pleasantries. This person might be the woman at the checkout counter, a telemarketer, or a new employee. There are other examples provided on their websites on how to work with your strengths differently, and we have provided you with the relevant links in this exercise as well. So work with your strengths and do your best to integrate them into your daily life. You will notice that your character strengths are highly interrelated, that they actually do support each other, and that there are a doingness and a beingness. Now, they will support you and help you get closer to any goals that you have in your life, and they'll also help you change those habits and patterns that no longer serve you. Now, in the next topic, we will be exploring values, and you'll see why understanding and knowing your values is so important from a well-being perspective. And as we finish off this topic, I leave you with a wonderful quote by Paul Mayer. Focus on your strengths instead of your weaknesses, on your powers instead of your problems. So I will see you in the next topic, and until then, take care and stay away.